Geolocated footage reveals that Ukrainian forces have been actively counterattacking in Toretsk over the past week, achieving notable progress in two key areas. In the northern sector, Ukrainian infantry launched a counteroffensive to reclaim positions in the city's central park, successfully retaking control and gradually clearing high-rise buildings, recovering about one-third of the occupied city center. In response, Russian forces retaliated with drone-dropped grenades and artillery shelling. Meanwhile, in the southern Zabalka district, Ukrainian troops executed a significant operation, leveraging fire control and surveillance from nearby terracons to push eastward and reclaim most of the southern suburbs. This maneuver forced Russian forces into nearby forests and the southernmost part of Toretsk. Despite initial concerns that Ukrainian command had abandoned the garrison for operations in Kursk, the defenders in Toretsk have mounted a strong resistance. While the eventual fall of the city seems likely, their efforts have delayed Russian advances toward Kostyantynivka. However, the heavy casualties suffered by Ukrainian forces raise concerns about morale should a significant withdrawal become necessary. In a significant escalation ahead of the final assault on Kurakhove, Russian forces have intensified their use of FAB glide bombs, dropping 2 FAB 3000 bombs in the past 3 days. One targeted a Ukrainian drone operation base, while the other struck a potential command center or troop concentration area, raising concerns about increased destruction and Ukrainian casualties. Geolocated footage confirms small Russian advances toward Kurakhove. In the north, Russian infantry moved closer to Ukrainian positions, prompting a Ukrainian counterattack using drone-drop grenades, resulting in at least 6 Russian fatalities. While there is no confirmation of Russian control over the attacked tree line, footage verifies their hold on 2 other tree lines to the east. The strategy appears aimed at bypassing Kremenabaka from the north to strike Ukrainian positions from the west, potentially collapsing the front line. Additionally, reports indicate minor Russian advances along the railway line southward, moving toward Novoselidivka. Following the likely fall of Hirnyk, Russian forces have reportedly advanced into the northern part of Kurakhove and occupied the railway station. Clashes are ongoing. Geolocated footage reveals that Russian forces have made significant advances on the South Donetsk front, successfully capturing the village of Boholavlenka. While some of this progress may have occurred weeks ago, the recent assault on Boholavlenka marks a new development. Russian troops have taken control of key agricultural buildings and residential areas, establishing a foothold and raising their flag in the village center. Unconfirmed reports suggest that Russian forces may have also seized the nearby village of Dobrovilia and its southern agricultural buildings. In addition, Russian troops have advanced on the Kostyantynivka front, reaching the southeastern outskirts of Yelizavetivka. Some sources indicate that they have gained control over local farms and houses, while others claim that Kostyantynivka has been fully captured, pushing Ukrainian forces back to Yelizavetivka, where they are expected to fortify their defenses. South Donetsk front update. Russian forces make gains. Recent geolocated footage and credible reports reveal that Russian forces have breached Ukrainian defenses on the South Donetsk front, capturing significant areas of land north of Zolota Nyva and Prechystivka. The offensive unfolded in 3 main sectors. In the western sector, Russian troops launched a substantial mechanized assault in the Shakhtarsk direction, deploying up to 25 tanks, armored fighting vehicles, and armored personnel carriers. They attacked from the south, connecting at the outskirts of the village, though confirmation of established positions remains unverified. Ukrainian forces countered effectively, using FPV drones to damage or destroy 16 Russian vehicles. Despite these efforts, reports suggest that Russian forces may have gained control over the southeastern houses of Shakhtarsk. To the east, in the Novokrinka area, a Russian turtle tank attempted an advance but was destroyed, leading infantry to continue the assault. They reportedly pushed north through tree lines, likely entering the southwestern part of Novokrenka. Lastly, in the Boholavlenka direction, Russian forces are believed to have advanced toward the village, capturing agricultural buildings and possibly securing positions in the southernmost houses, although this remains unconfirmed. Geolocated footage and credible reports reveal that Russian forces have made significant advances in Selidov. The video shows Ukrainian soldiers evacuating from the city's southwestern area under fire, suggesting a strong Russian presence in the southern residential zones. In the northern part of the city, Russian troops appear to have taken control of the northeastern suburbs and moved into the 11th quarter. Clashes occurred between remaining Ukrainian forces and Russian units, which ultimately cleared the area with support from the northern dachas. If any Ukrainian units remain, they are likely in the westernmost streets, attempting to delay the Russians while other troops withdraw. However, it is increasingly likely that the city has fallen to Russian control, with combing operations now underway. The armed forces of Ukraine have once again attacked a distillery in the village of Krasnoy in the Voronezh region, marking the second incident in a month. Residents of the Novokopersky district report explosions caused by at least 2 drones, according to eyewitness videos. The previous attack on the Bethanol Spirit distillery occurred on October 22nd, when 3 other distilleries in the Tula and Tambov regions were also targeted. Governor Gyuzov noted that after the drone fell, damage was recorded at another industrial facility in the region.